Yeah, so once we're done with that, we're going to be publishing it to ASY Network, I believe. And that's the one with Wrestling with Ghosts is on.
Yeah, we're looking. Yeah, ASY TV is on Roku system. They are relaunching here real soon. Will become ASY Paranormal TV. Wrestling with Ghosts is big time involved with it. They've got a biker paranormal investigating team that's going to be there.
Biker.
And so they're really expanding it, and they're wanting to really showcase everything paranormal on it. They've actually got some good input from it and some good backing to it that's going to really push it to another level that has not been done besides Vidi. I mean, they're trying to head that direction and push it really hard.
So is the subscription TV actually taking off?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, subscription TVs are really taking off in your streaming networks. They are actually a lot of places, besides the mainstream, like whatever you want to call it, that Ghost Hunters and all them are all on and stuff. They still have the mainstream of the market, but your streaming networks like that and your subscriptions are really taking off because people get to be more intimate with what's going on. You also get more of a free hand. You don't have all the censorship. You don't have all the directions. You actually get directed all yourself, film it all yourself. So it is you, what you put out there. It's all up to you. And if you get sponsors, you get sponsors. It's all yours. Your product that you're putting out on those networks is you and your way. So you have a chance to do it your way. Like everybody always says, well, I would have never done that. Well, then show us.
Yeah.
Then do it.
Exactly.
These opportunities are out there now. If you don't take advantage of them, then that's your choice.
Well, and it's even with nowadays, the newer generations and everything. Nobody's watching cable TV anymore. A lot of people are becoming smart to the fact that it's a ripoff. I say that because I pay for cable TV stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I was doing the streaming thing for a while. So Roku is a big thing. Fire Stick's a big thing. Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, all these streaming networks are taking off.
Actually, they're taking off, and things like YouTube and Amazon Prime are actually be considered secondary. They're actually taking a back seat to all these other networks.
So
which one are you on?
It's going to be Roku.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's going to be on the Roku system. It's also on computer. It's called ASY TV right now. It's relaunching as ASY Paranormal TV. They're looking for all kinds of shows. They're looking for people now that want to film things and put it together and put it on there. And, I mean, they're giving you an access. They're giving you a point to put your stuff out. And they're willing to go all paranormal. So, which takes in everything. It encompasses cryptozoology, ufology, and also the paranormal investigating that we do. So, and which we're also involved with a lot of that also. So,
but I want to actually branch out and do some UFO stuff and
cryptid
stuff. Yeah, cryptid stuff would be fun because I mean, you think the cryptids they've had a black eye in the community because you think crypto on TV, you think of the mountain monster guys that were just a whole bunch of overweight guys screaming and yelling and running, but you never seen anything, and they're awesome guys, great guys.
Yes, they are,
but. The TV show was just, it gave a big black eye.
Oh, well, yeah, because it turned into a soap opera.
Yeah,
exactly. The Rogue team out there. I mean, of course, I'm still waiting for it to come back so we can find out what happened with the woman of the woods and Porky running around out there with all of his earthquake body running around out there. I forgot his name. Buck. Is it Buck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You talking about mountain
being
monsters?
abducted. Yeah, Buck got abducted.
I don't think it's ever coming back.
I don't think it is.
They were down at Mid-South, and we sat there and talked to them for a little bit. But
I mean, I like the guys. It's just it got ridiculous, and the thing is I'm going, this is scripted. There's no way that this was not.
It's for entertainment. I mean, that's what they're going for. We like to do things where it's more educational.
But we have our fun.
We have fun, but we try to make it educational.
That's what we do. Our sleep videos is all about the fun.
Well, you know what? We're coming up on our very first commercial break. It's going to be a 3-minute break. So we're going to talk some more about this when we come back. So everybody, you're listening to WBHM out of digital broadcasting out of Birmingham, Alabama. And we're talking to Rick Rose and his friends, Teresa and Jay Lynch. And we're going to have a good old time talking to them and go get a drink, come back, go to the restroom, all that good stuff. And we'll talk to you in 3 minutes.
You're listening to WBHM Digital Broadcasting, the best in paranormal talk, only on Paranormal Experience Radio. Broadcasting live out of Birmingham, Alabama.
Welcome back to the Paranormal Pride. I'm here with Richard Rose, Madman of the Paranormal. I don't know what his nickname really is, but that's what I'm calling him. It's better than some of the things that other people call him, probably. But
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Actually, what we used to call him was our adopted son. When we were volunteering at the Sally House, and yeah,
We had some great times there.
yeah, we did have some fun.
Who would have thought that a simple investigation on Good Friday would lead to this many years down the road?
A Good Friday investigation would turn into a good friendship.
That was probably one of the craziest nights in that house.
Mm-hmm.
One of them.
Yeah, it was weird.
Dude.
I remember spending more nights apologizing to people because nothing happened.
Oh,
we got lucky.
We did. Because there was a lot of times it was like that. But then we also had those day tours where we had a ton of fun with people and taught them something, or they taught us something, and we made friends. Those were fun times. Some of the times that weren't so much fun were when we were telling those teenagers to stop provoking. I know you remember that one day when I had to go off on that poor teenager.
Yeah.
That was a volunteer, and I had to stop her because she was just being a pain, because she wouldn't listen to you. And so, well, you weren't there. It was just me and Rick, and they gave me how many kids did they give me? 5 kids and you?
Yeah, I think it was 5 or 6. They were manning the front door and everything.
And then that one girl kept going downstairs, and she was trying to provoke with you down there, and you're going, what in the heck are you doing?
I kept going, not a good idea. You don't want it. You're going to get more than you asked for.
Finally, I got her out of there, and but the next year, they did not do that to me. They didn't give me kids anymore after that. But, of course, this year, last year after I told them we couldn't do it anymore, I heard they had the worst year ever. But this year, I haven't heard anything, and I don't care. I've been busy with the little pork chop and the granddaughter. And, of course, I was busy in the hospital, so it didn't matter. But so when you were in North Carolina or South Carolina, did you do any investigating while you were there besides the stuff with David?
No. That's one of the things that I lost out on. I tried contacting a team down there, and they kept blowing me off. And I can see why. I'm a random guy that popped up in their message box saying that I knew what I was doing. I was just looking to connect. They probably get that all the time, but they just kept blowing me off. So I finally just had enough with it. I knew one of the girls that was part of the team, and they did a spotlight of her. And I was like, well, I'm kind of sad I never got to investigate with you. If your team would have responded to me, we could have done some things. And they started to come up with excuse after excuse after excuse. Mm. And but see, being down there, I didn't know what was around. And there was nobody. I didn't really know many people there, and it was a bad time. It was a bad
day.
I missed the lunches.
I saw a lot of the message, a lot of stuff going back and forth, and I knew that you were lynch sick.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Because when you went there and you met them, it looked like it was Big Brother, Little Brother.
Love at first sight. Oh.
Well, Big Brother, Little Brother kind of relationship right away.
Yeah, it's hard for a lot of people to understand that we've only known each other for just a little over 2 years now, about 2.5 years now. We've known each other, but we bonded quickly, very quickly.
Well, it's the same with Rick, I, and Ron.
Yeah.
We met.
When you meet good people, you just bond.
Yeah.
Well, Rick and I talked on the phone for 2.5 hours, and then we didn't really talk.
That long?
Yeah.
It was
Yeah, it was quite a long time, and then we didn't talk again until that Good Friday when we met at the chamber and then went to the Sally House.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that was in
It seemed
January.
like we'd known each other for years.
Right. And then
right away.
And I think and one of my friends actually told Rick that they knew me because his friend knew my friend, and I think that's how a lot of it happened. And their last name happened to be Lynch too, which is funny. My Lynches led me to Rick.
Oh wow!
And the listeners are here. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's so Harold actually.
And it was a Jay Lynch. It was a Jay Lynch, but his name was John.
Oh wow!
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, it is. It's just when you meet good people, you're going to connect right away. I mean, I did it with Jay and Teresa. I did it with you and Ron. I mean, people like Josh Hurd and David Glidden. I know David's listening, so I had to give him that shout out. Love you, David.
He's in the chat, and so you guys all know, David Glidden is my guest next week.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well,
it's okay.
Well, just a heads up, the guests that I had for next week, they had to cancel because of surgery, and so we're going to keep them in their prayers. I'm not going to release their names. I never told anybody who they were, but we're going to say a prayer for everybody out there that's going through scares right now. You know, cancer, surgeries, all that other stuff. And then my guest the following week, I had to reschedule her because she was having surgery, and they moved her surgery again. So I had to move her again. So the week after David is going to be Chuck Banks again. So I am going to have a great few weeks of really good people coming in. That
Chuck Banks, isn't he the Midwest paranormal guy from Iowa?
Yep, the Closet Medium.
Okay. He's the one that wrote the book, though, the Short Bus Diaries and all that stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
I've never met him, but I watch him on Facebook a lot, and he seems like a pretty good guy.
Oh, yeah, you'd like him.
He is. He goes out of his way. Well,
yeah, you'd get along
he
great.
went out of his way to meet us before we went to, he was going to the Kansas City Paranormal Conference, and we were going to the Paranormal Conference in Mattoon, Spook Show Con.